Welcome, Eagles, to the first edition of the ECS Sports Desk. I'm Garrett Klein, and I'm joined by Ellie Schroeder and Thad Schoenberger.
Today we'll cover both of the girls' and boys' soccer opening seasons, Blue and White Night, as well as an overview of the girls' volleyball and golf seasons. Thad, can you tell us more about girls' soccer?
The girls' season got off to a great start with a 4-3 win against Forest Park. Peyton Gear led the team with 4 goals and 9 shots. She was assisted by Lucy Schrader, Annalise Salone, Hadley Alsman, and Madeline Ferguson. Abigail Beeler also had a great game in the goal, with 3 saves as 6 shots on goal. And don't forget Annalise Sloan, Abby Brumley, and our own Ellie Schroeder, who each had 1 shot on goal. They also played a great game against North Posey last Saturday after recovering from an 0-2 deficit at halftime. Peyton Gear and Hadley Peter helped the team come back to a 4-3 win with 3 and 1 goal, respectively. Braylon Schmidt also played lockdown defense on goal with 4 saves, helping lead the team to the win. Great job, girls. Now we'll send it over to my interview with Mr. Miller on his hopes for the season. All right, Eagles, so I'm back here with Mr. Miller, who is the head coach of the girls soccer team, and I will be asking him some questions about the upcoming season. So the first question, what do you think will be the team's biggest growth area throughout the season?
Biggest growth area. With any team, Thad, I think that the meshing of the people on the team is the most critical to the performance. You have people obviously graduating and moving on. You have new freshmen coming in. Just the meshing of personalities, the culture piece, if you will, the family environment. We say family together, every time we enter a huddle, and creating that atmosphere where it's a real family, where girls are working for each other for the betterment of the team is, I think, a bigger challenge to coaching now that I'm in my whatever year of coaching than the X's and O piece for sure.
Yep. And the second question, what might be the team's biggest challenges that they may face this season, and how can they overcome them as a team?
Okay, so same kind of thing. Biggest challenge will be that meshing of the girls. And, for any teenager, not just in a sport, but being confident in who you are, being someone who cares about others, being willing to meet new people and have conversations and not just kind of sit back in that kind of way. That off the field challenge, I still say is the biggest challenge. Within on the field, we have to replace a small but mighty senior class. We graduated 4 players, and they were all excellent players and leaders in their own right. Replacing that leadership, especially, is going to be a challenge. Not to mention, the players, the level of some of those. I mean, some of our all-time record holders just graduated. Ava Hall is the best goalie in our history of our program. Grace Wickersham, the all-time leading scorer in our program. Tina Gear, the all-time leading assist woman, both single season and career in the entire state of Indiana's history. So replacing those 3, along with the leadership of what Rachel Decker provided as well, is a big challenge.
And the final question, what players are you expecting to have a standout season this year?
Awesome. So one thing about this season is I think we have that one marquee name that a lot of people notice, Peyton Gear. I think she was the highest scoring freshman in the state her freshman year. She was the highest scoring sophomore in the state her sophomore year last year, 38 goals and 12 assists, which are just enormous numbers in 17 games. So obviously she comes with that name. Matter of fact, right now there's a voting going on the Courier and Press for the outstanding preseason prediction for outstanding player of Southwestern Indiana, and she's one of the names on that list. But I'd also like to add that we are as deep as any team ever. Yeah. We maybe don't have as many of these elite players as we have in the past, but what's super cool about this team is person 5 through person 17, there's just not that much drop-off. I can play 20 girls against a team that's good and be confident in their play. And, it's a coach's dream. At ECS, sometimes depth creates a situation where within practice, they're not competing as much. They just know they have the spot, right?
Yep.
And so this is one of my first years to really say, oh, you starters are pushed by this person and this person and this person. Usually we haven't even started the season. I already know pretty much who the 11 are going to be that are starting. Yeah. And right now I have 3 or 4 positions where I can see it changing throughout the season based on performance attitudes, work ethic, all of those sorts of things.
Thank you so much, Mr. Miller, and good luck this season, girls.
Ellie, can you tell us more about the beginning of the boys' season?
Sure. The boys played well in the past week with a tough loss to South Docks, 2-4. Kason Cunningham led the offense with 1 goal and 4 shots, followed by Will Watkins, who had 1 goal and 2 shots on goal.
Cole Cunningham assisted Will Watkins' goal and had 1 shot for himself. Wade Snyder had 3 shots and Carson McConnell had 2 shots. Porter Ludwig spent the whole game on goal with 2 saves out of 6 opposing shots.
The boys also played a fantastic game against North Posey Saturday, with a win 4-1. Goals were scored by Will Watkins, Carson McConnell, and Brian Lima Morales, with 2, 1, and 1 goals respectively. Will Watkins had 6 shots, with 3 being shots on goal, and Cole trailed behind him with 2 shots.
Awesome game, boys. I'm here with Mr. Wright, the boys' head coach for the soccer team, and my first question is, going into your season, which players do you expect to stand out?
I really expect Wade Schneider, Will Watkins, Luke Carter, and also Cole Cunningham to really stand out for us this year.
And what areas do you wish as a team to grow in throughout the season?
Well, I hope that as a team that we grow together, that we come and gel together as a team. And also on our side note too, I hope that we will grow spiritually, that these kids will really move along not only in their soccer skills, but in their spiritual lives too.
And how does the absence of last year's seniors affect your team?
Well, we lost 2 players, which doesn't sound like a lot, but we lost Marshall Snyder and Tedros Stem. So Marshall was a center back, and so our defense this year is going to have to step up. And then Tedros was a big part. He was our leading scorer, even though he played midfield. So that's where we need to shore up.
And what are your hopes for the postseason?
Well, we hope to be in a position to challenge again in the sectional, to make it to the sectional finals, and hopefully not just make it there, but move on to regionals.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wright, and good luck, boys. Now Garrett will give us a look into Blue and White Knight.
Our ECS Eagles had a great time at Goble Fields, where our boys and girls had an intra-team scrimmage. Friends and family enjoyed food trucks, dance competitions, and tough competition. Thank you so much to everyone who made it out to support our soccer players. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck to all of our athletes this fall. From all of us here at the Sports Desk, fly high, Eagles.